Welcome to JayDaEngineer Episode 6. And if you haven't watched us before, what we do, we interview different entrepreneurs from different sectors, brands, artists, beauticians, whoever you name it. Today, we've got a great guest with us, a personal friend of mine too, Sarah, with her brand Lou. And make sure you stay tuned for this one because this one is going to be crazy. The story starts from having nothing, having a thought, to creating a product that is out there in the UK market right now. So yeah, make sure you stay tuned for this one. Welcome to Ideas to Reality Episode 6. And today I have Sarah. What's up, man? How you doing?
Hi, I'm good, thanks.
Thank you for coming. I'll get up and hug you, but I've hugged you already.
Yeah.
So, obviously, thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
I know you from outside of this world, and I know what you do. So this is why I wanted you on the show. Right, so tell everyone what you do, and just a bit about yourself.
Well, my name's Sarah and I am the founder of a company called Lou Limited and the designer of a product called the Compact Beauty Station.
Okay.
And essentially what the Compact Beauty Station is, it's a 2-in-1 piece of equipment for salons, and it's a therapy couch which manually transforms to a therapy chair.
Okay, so tell us in like just
general terms. Okay, so
that's the pitch. Tell us what it does. Yeah.
Basically, it's used in salons. So basically, salons use a massage couch to offer a variety of treatments on, and then they use a beauty chair to offer a different variety of treatments.
Okay, so the massage couch is the one where you lie down and would you put your head in there?
So it's a standard massage couch. Yeah. So I've designed it so with a few simple steps, it transforms into a chair. So you can offer more treatments on this piece of equipment because it's 2-in-1 than you can on the standard.
So that's couch. Beneficial to
salons and to the
whoever's buying it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they don't have to have to. It saves space too, also.
Yeah.
And time.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, and essentially, there's similar product on the market, which is an electronic couch, and that costs 3 times as much to make, and it takes a lot more space. And so this one is a cheaper version. It's compact. It folds up. You put it up, put it down. And yeah, it's used in salons, home beauty rooms, and spas throughout the UK. Okay,
then so you don't look like an inventor.
I don't class myself as an inventor.
So wait, okay, tell everyone, how did you turn your ideas to reality? Where did it start? So okay, then from how did this all come about? Have you done this all your life or?
No. Well, I always knew that I wanted to have my own company or my own business in something. I never knew what in, but I always felt like, even when I was little, I used to rearrange my bedroom into an office, as silly as that sounds. Yeah. But I used to just feel really like that was what I was supposed to do. And so I left school, obviously at 16, went to college, and I did level 2 and 3 beauty therapy.
Okay.
And then I went on to do a foundation degree in beauty and spa management at Worcester University. So that involved like non-surgical facelifts and a lot of business management as well.
Okay.
So I graduated at 21, and then I went in and worked in a number of salons and spas. And I was working in salons and spas for a while, as well as working as a support worker for deaf and blind.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Did you go and work, did you get a job that you know what you got your education for and qualifications?
Yeah.
Was it a job that from them qualifications, or did you just go into a salon and spa to get experience?
Well, I'd worked in salons and spas for quite a while anyway. Yeah. But so when I graduated, I went in and I was a standard beauty therapist, so I didn't do the job role that really suited my qualification, because I was obviously qualified to be able to manage, a salon or a spa, but I was offering just standard, I was level 2.
Because that's what normally happens. You go there and then they say, okay, then you've got these qualifications, but
Yeah.
You still need
And
to get
that's it.
experience.
Yeah, exactly. So I'd done that for a while, and I was a full-time support worker as well. So I was doing 2 jobs. So on a weekend I'd go and work in a spa, and I'd do massages and facials and all this kind of stuff. And then I was a support worker for deaf and blind adults in a week. And it was from then, I sort of decided that there's a lot more money to be made in offering home beauty treatments. Because a lot of the time when you work for a company, say a customer will pay, say, between £40 and £70 for a facial, and the business gets that, and you just get a small fee, which is your hourly wage. I did a bit of research, and I found that the mobile beauty industry is increasing, because a lot of girls are qualifying. They're saying, well, I can work on my terms, I can offer the treatments that I want to offer, I can set the prices that I want to set, and it's becoming.
How do you get to that though? Like, I know you're just talking about it now, and you've been doing it for a while now. But how do you get to that point of thinking, oh, I'm just going to look into that and research into that market? And like, was you always like that? You saying like,
I guess
for
so.
you,
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, the degree that I was studying for, that helped a lot, because when I decided that I wanted to do a mobile beauty business, I took a lot of skills and knowledge, into doing the research. So when I first decided, I sort of I wrote a letter out, and I said basically, hi, my name's Sarah. I'm thinking about offering a range of beauty treatments. Do you think you'd benefit from these services? And I went to the library, printed out the letter, and I printed out about 200 letters, and I went around my area and I just posted them around to get this feedback, really, to see if this was really something that people were going to benefit from.
Okay, so you did the research before you.
Yeah, exactly. And so I got good feedback back from that, and that really gave me the confirmation that I should really, start a mobile beauty business. And ideally, I wanted to, quit my job and work as a mobile therapist full time, and eventually start an agency and then start employing therapists to then go and do the same, really. So that's where the idea formed. Well, that's where the previous idea formed. And so it was really in looking for products and equipment to start that business. But I sort of noticed the need for a product for the mobile beauty market.
So once you've noticed that, what was your next step from there? Like, okay, you've seen it, because a lot of people see things and think, oh yeah, okay, that needs doing. They think, okay, that's hard work. You got to make something. You're creating a product. Like, everyone goes, how do you do that? Do people? I guess people ask you that, don't they?
I get a lot of people saying, and people go like, oh, how have you done it? I ain't got a clue. Well, basically, so basically, I noticed that there was a need for the product. I'd go on to like leading hair and beauty wholesalers, and I'd look at salon equipment, and I found that there were pages and pages of different types of furniture. They had a whole variety. Salons could really pick what they wanted for their salon. And then I'd click on the mobile beauty, because it's recognised. So a lot of wholesalers do offer equipment for that market. But I'd look, and there'd only be 1 or 2 pieces of equipment, and I'm thinking, there's a whole market here which people aren't catering to. They're not focusing, there's not a lot of focus on, the people that want to go and work for themselves in the beauty industry. And so the couch was a bit of sort of a light bulb moment, really, because I sort of thought, there's an electronic couch, which, it's a 2-man piece of equipment, but obviously it's electronic. It costs probably about £4,000 or £5,000 to buy. And, the standard therapist who just graduated from college, or she's got her own beauty room or the small salon or whatever, sometimes they haven't got the space or the money to sort of invest in a big piece of equipment like that. And so I sort of thought, hang on a minute, this can just easily, be designed in a way that it can just be turned into a chair, folded up, put flat, and then.
How many times did it take you? Because you hear about these stores like Inventors, like they tried. Was it the first time you did it? First sketch, got it done and knocked off?
So basically, I remember when I first thought about it, I literally had a felt tip next to me at the time, and I sort of literally just did it on a piece of paper, like an overall design how I thought it would look. And then I had a friend at the time, and he was a really good drawer, and basically I told him my idea, and I said, you need to come round to my house, and I said, I'm going to put my couch up, because I had a standard one. And he come round, and I said, you need to literally visualise it doing this, this and this. So I showed him my drawings, and I sort of had to get him on board and sort of see what I was seeing, really. And he did some drawings. He went away, did some drawings, and I was quite pleased with them. But then, I realised that there weren't. I needed more technical drawings, really. So then I researched a technical illustrator, and then with him, I'd worked for about 8 months in trying to get, really specific designs done.
This wasn't overnight, wasn't it? It was
God, no, yeah.
How long did it take you from sketching the product, to having a thought, to actually even getting something in the physical?
About 3 years.
3 years.
It took me 3 years, yeah.
So obviously 3 years. That's a long.
Yeah.
It isn't a long time in regards to, but it is 3 years in a day.
Yes.
And you've gone off an idea. So you obviously believed in this.
Yeah, I did, and
that much.
The sort of belief that I had when I started it, I had no doubt at all. Like, the only way I can explain it is, when you were a child and you believe anything's possible, it was sort of that, I didn't think, well, I haven't got X amount of money to invest in this sort of thing, or, I don't know, how do I even get a factory? How do I, I didn't know any of that, I just took one step at a time. And as soon as I got the drawings done, I did a bit of research. I went to Birmingham Library, and they offer a half an hour free consultation for patents, so any new inventions. So I phoned up them and I arranged a meeting, and with one of the patent lawyer. Yeah. And I sort of showed them my designs, and I got to sign a non-disclosure, because I was told, they need to sign.
A non-disclosure is something you have to sign.
Yeah,
non-disclosure. You get people to sign for you to say that they can't disclose your
Basically,
ideas.
and it was someone in my family that said that when I first, the first person I told about this, they said, you need to sign, get a non-disclosure and get contracts drawn up, and I was thinking, well, no one's going to copy this. What am I going to get them to sign? But you have to. You really do have to.
To a certain extent, you have to be careful, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. And so once I got the designs done, I then took it to a company in London, and they help you with the whole patent process. So they do a worldwide patent search and basically check, what else is similar on the market. And we had a meeting for quite a few hours one day, and we went through everything that could have been similar to my design. And then they said, we can get this patent pending status. So
what you can be fair to say from what you've been saying is that, okay, then you had an idea, you realise you don't have to be an expert in everything.
God, no.
But there's help out there.
Do you know what?
You've got to find the help.
There is, and I think there's so much support out there.
Yeah.
But I don't think people understand how much support there is. I feel like there's quite a lot of support.
Google it, can't you, these
days?
You
can, there's research, there's people who want to help, and like Chamber of Commerce, there are people that, want to offer you free business advice, because, it is encouraged more now, than I think it was.
Okay, so what would you say has been your biggest challenge so far?
The biggest challenge so far has definitely been the manufacturing process. In regards to, it's a lot different from seeing something in your mind and then having it as a usable, sellable product, And so, that was definitely the most difficult thing.
Just touch on what kind of difficulties though would you get, like?
Okay.
Do you get manufactured over here, or?
No, we get manufactured in Shanghai.
In Shanghai.
Yeah.
So language barrier.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of language barriers. Yeah, I've got an overseas agent, and I basically told her what I wanted to do. She went out and sourced different factories for me. And we found a factory that we were both, happy with. A few different factories, because they both do, all do different things.
Yeah.
And so and then they started the manufacturing process, and so it took me about 8 months to get my first prototype over here, because about 3 months in I realised they were making it wrong. It's like, it doesn't turn into a chain, doesn't do anything. And that's the thing, when you are dealing with overseas manufacturers, you have to really be on the ball. They would put a plug socket on a pillowcase. They just that is how it is.
What was doing down here? What was doing? We're going to do it. We're not going to try and make sense of it.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So you just have to be on the ball.
Okay. So what would you say has been your biggest achievement so far then?
I think thinking of a product and then getting it made and getting it sold in over 20 different cities, and we've just launched with one of the UK's leading wholesalers in the UK. So I mean, it's hard to sit. You don't really sit back and think that's an achievement, because you've been
through it for you've been doing it for the last how many years? How long would you say? How long has it been now?
It's about 5.
Yeah,
just
so you've
over
been doing it for 5 years.
now.
You're like, I'm fed up with this now.
Yeah, and it is. I get people say to me like, God, how are you even? And I'm like, I don't know. Do you know what? You have to have just a determination to get it done. Otherwise, you just quit, and you just really carry on with it.
So that will lead on to my next question. What's your biggest inspiration? Like, what would you use as inspiration? Like, you've got determination. So where'd you get it from? Like, is it books you read, or is it people you follow, the people you listen to? Is it your parents? Is it that one?
No. Well, you know, I think to be able to get things done and be proactive and, you know, keep the determination and motivation going, I think you have to be in the right state of mind. And to do that, I really believe in, you know, doing a lot of mental, you know, work. So I listen to Eric Thomas, like motivational speakers really, Eric Thomas and Tony Robbins and Les Brown and Jim Rohn and all these sort of people. And these are the people that really, you know, try and encourage you that you just do anything. So if ever I'm having a day where I'm thinking, oh, like I'm having a bad day or something, I'll just like do something which I know will change my state, and then I'll be back on it then and getting stuff done. So those are the people that inspire me in the moment.
Yeah, at the moment, so it changes to where you
it does. There's not
I'm
exactly
a bit like that
being,
too. I need, if I feel like doing something, if I feel a certain way, I have to listen to that person. If I feel that way, I listen to that person.
Yeah, exactly.
So it just,
different
it
people.
depends on. There's no right or wrong.
No,
it's
exactly.
Because obviously, I follow you on Instagram and whatnot, and you're very like vocal. Yeah, you are vocal, like you just say as it is, and you have your opinions and so on. And but it's always positive and so on. How important do you think that is in this role, like being positive and what you're doing?
I think it's crucial. I think it's very, very important. I think because if you don't have the right mind frame, you know, you're not going to achieve half the stuff that you want, and so you have to make a conscious decision to be able to, you know, be able to think a certain way. I think it's really important. Yeah.
So what would your advice be for the next generation growing up? What?
My advice would be...
Could be anything. Yes.
My advice would be don't dream too small. Literally do whatever you feel like. If someone said to you, what would be your dream job? And you know, people think of it, but then they think, okay, but I'm doing something else. It's that initial, what could I be if I really wanted to be? And I feel like, you know, kids that, you know, they grow up and they have this sort of vision, or they have this idea of what they want to do. And they grow up and it sort of gets limited and cushioned because they think, you know, okay, well, I'm going to do this because my mum and dad want me to do this, so I'm going to do this because, you know, my friends are doing this. And I feel like, you know, if you really have a vision, or if you really believe something wholeheartedly, that's what you should do, and just not give up. You know, you've just got to always have your eye on the end goal, really.
Okay, it's fair enough.
Yeah,
it's good advice. I agree with you fully. So, what do you think of the Ideas to Reality project and for students and whatnot? Like, what's your thoughts?
I think it's amazing. I think anything that encourages and motivates people to be able to, you know, achieve their goals and dreams, I think is crucial. And I don't think, I think we need more, you know, more people like this doing this sort of thing. Especially for the younger generation. Definitely.
How is it important for like schools? I mean, I never had nothing like this when I was in school. Someone coming in and trying to push you to push on your ideas and push forward, like don't hold back, like you said, dream big. Whatever it is, it could be anything. Like in school, you can be quite restricted, can't you? They say you can do this, but you can't do that. But these days with the internet and so on, you can do anything. So there's no excuses these days. Isn't it?
But I feel like people, I feel like there's still a bit of a stigma around people having the confidence to say what they really want to do. I feel like, you know, some people might not feel encouraged or motivated, and I feel like if there are support networks out there that encourage that in students and young people, then I think it should be, you know, I think it's an amazing thing.
Okay, and so what's the next step for you? Like, what's the next steps for the company, for yourself?
Next steps. So we're focusing on new product launches coming out. So
more products.
Yeah,
so you took 3 years to bring out the first one. Now you just got that one out.
This design. I've been waiting because obviously I need, you know, I've put all my effort into this one. But yeah, new product launches. We only sell in the UK at the minute, but we're going to be branching out and selling, you know, internationally soon. And we're joining up with new wholesalers coming up as well. So
you're moving on to bigger things. I mean, you're not going to stop here, and you're still young. That's another thing. You're still young. You've got a lot of time on your side. I mean, you started this obviously at a young
21,
21, and you put the work in. And I mean, I guess you must have been. Did you make any sacrifices? Would you say along the way?
Yeah, I've made a lot of sacrifices. You know, in the end, financial sacrifices, because it's obviously a very expensive thing to do. And a lot of time, tears, physical tears, you know, everything and more has gone into this. So yeah, I've made a lot of sacrifices, and you just have to really keep believing that it's going to work. Otherwise, you know,
It ain't gonna happen.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, and well, yeah, your story's been amazing, as I know already, and I'm just grateful you could share it with everybody. And I'm sure you're going to go into bigger things.
Thank you.
Because I know you I know you personally, and you're a very inspiring person. That's why we wanted to get you on in the first place. So thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
But we are going to end with the quick fire question.
Okay.
So yeah, don't panic too much.
I will try not to.
Yeah, but starting from now. Yeah.
Okay.
Spray tan or sunbed?
Sunbed.
Business book or inspirational book?
Inspirational book.
Yeah. Manicure or pedicure?
Manicure.
Instagram or Snapchat?
Instagram.
Corporate high paid job or
Self-employed.
Yeah, you're gonna know what's gonna come next, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, then, so thank you for coming on again, and
Thank you for having me.
that's it for today, and we'll see you at the next episode.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's the end of episode 6 with Sarah. You heard her story and how she turned her ideas to reality. Make sure you go follow her on her Instagram and follow her company and see what she's doing next. And make sure you tune in for episode 7.